LeBron, how's Kobe doing these days?
Well, like I've been quoted in the past, and I will continue to be quoted, I think he's the best player in our league right now. What he's able to do offensively and defensively is, it's unbelievable. And I look up to a guy like Kobe Bryant just because of what he's able to do every night he goes out on the basketball court. So, once again, I'm quoting again saying that Kobe Bryant is the best player in our league.
Who's the best player in the NBA?
Kobe Bryant.
Better than you?
I would have to say right now. He's a really, really good player. Individually, he has some of the best skills that the NBA has ever seen in history. And he's shown year after year after year why he continues to be one of the best players in our league. I'm getting better, though.
What we've seen now, period, end of story. LeBron James was made for the regular season. He's a regular season dynamo. He's made for our Sports Center plays of the night because he's always number one in the regular season.
I love history.
But come postseason time,
I love history.
Postseason, he's the most overrated, overhyped superstar in my history in this business.
Okay,
Seriously.
let's get into this right here.
That's my bottom line to this
it?
discussion.
That's from LeBron James, right? This is what he said all through the 2000s up until 2010. LeBron was saying this, right? That Kobe Bryant is the best player in the game. Even though LeBron was winning the MVPs. LeBron know why he was winning the MVPs. Because of what happened in Kobe's, I don't know how to say it, his case. Because Kobe caught a case. Oh, goodness. So let's talk about this. We're going to talk about, a lot of times we hear the LeBron fans, they say that Kobe got swept by the Mavs in the 2011 playoffs. When we talk about LeBron melting down with a super team, taking a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals. Goodness. And their rebuttal is that Kobe got swept by the Mavs in the second round. And that is true. That is true. But we also need context, right? We also need context. That, let's start from right here, right? Before we go into the 2011 big picture, right? When Kobe got swept. So, if I'm not wrong, from 2000 until 2010, Kobe Bryant was in the finals 7 times. So what does that mean? Let that sink in your head. From 2000 to 2010, he was in the finals 7 times. So, if I'm not mistaken, that means he was only not in the finals 4 times in that span. And in 1 decade, he was in the finals all those times. What would that be? 6? And then going into another decade 1 time. Goodness God. Goodness God. So we all know he three-peated. And then he got beat by the Spurs, right? I think they got swept, the Lakers, right? In 2003. Spurs won that championship. 2004. They went back again to Lakers, and they got beat by Detroit. Okay? They got beat by Detroit. And let me see. 2005. Now he's without Shaq. And let me see. Yes, who won in 2005? It would be the Spurs again, right? And then 2006, we know the Heat won. 2007, the Spurs won again. And then Kobe is back in the finals in 2008, 2009, 2010. So let's look at this real quick. First 3 finals averages. Remember, LeBron is the star. Kobe is a co-star at best. Right? Or at worst. They both averaged 22 points per game. Of course, LeBron had 2 more rebounds per game at 5 to 7. No, that's assists, my fault. Rebounds, 6 to 8. LeBron, they were tied in steals. Kobe had more blocks. Kobe, it was tied in field goal percentage. I don't know how. I thought you said Kobe couldn't shoot, but his shots were coming from the perimeter. They'll think back into this day. They think because LeBron is playing in the shooter's era that this guy was shooting back then. He still ain't shooting today or in the 2020s. 3-point percentage, 35-23, Kobe. Free throw percentage, 85-70, Kobe. Turnovers per game, 2 to 4, Kobe. Plus minus, plus 23 for Kobe. And barely plus 1 for LeBron. So basically, when we look at these numbers in the first 3 finals, LeBron was a liability to his team, right? I was trying to tell you guys, why did this guy go and build super teams? He already found this out in Cleveland, that he was always going to be a liability to his team. Whether it's free throw shooting, 3-point shooting, nobody knows why he shoots so many threes, especially back then. The mid-range, the turnovers, this guy is a major liability. So he had to go build a super team to cover all bases, right? Kobe, how's he going to be a liability? Oh, man, that man shot 45%. 45, what? And you're shooting at the mid-range? What are you talking about? And when you drive, you're shooting like 60, 70% or more? Well, I don't understand what you guys are saying, because LeBron shoots 37% at the mid-range. I don't get what you guys are saying. And he's not turning the ball over. He's not missing his free throws. He's playing defense. Look at the defense, right? Blocks. Kobe has 1. LeBron has 0.4. So this is another problem with LeBron James that people fail to mention. Bro, I don't need you being this fake Magic Johnson. I need you playing defense. I don't need you wasting your energy trying to be this fake Magic Johnson when you're not. Magic is averaging 10 plus assists. That's what he does. He's getting you 7 plus rebounds. That's what he does. He's getting you 20 to 25 points. That's what he does. Okay? He's getting you 2 steals or more. That's what he does. He's shooting 50% or better. That's what he does. Quit trying to be a fake Magic Johnson. We need you to use that energy where? On defense. 6'9", the biggest dude on the court as far as weight. Bro, you should be winning a block title. This guy said he was, what'd he say? He said that something like, he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. You never had 100 blocks in a season, and you're basically playing skinny 3-point shooters. What's this guy talking about? You never had 200 steals in the season, and you're talking about Defensive Player of the Year? Michael Jordan in 87, what was it, 1.5 blocks per game? Which was over 100 blocks in the season, and 2.9 steals, which was 200 plus steals in the season. Didn't even get Defensive Player of the Year. And you're crying, but you didn't even get 100 blocks in the season? Never. Not even that season. You won a Defensive Player of the Year, and you damn sure didn't get 200 steals. Where was your Defensive Player of the Year? And you're playing on a super team with other teams' number 1 franchise players. So what's going on right there? I mean, it's a fugazi status for me. So this is what I'm going to look at right here. And it's going to pop up on your screen in a minute. The 2012 playoffs. But before we do that, let me say this. Kobe, before the 2012 playoffs, this man had been to 7 finals, right? In, what was it? What did we say? He was only not in the finals in those 11 years 4 times. went to 3 finals in a row, won those, and then went to 3 more finals and won back-to-back. In the back-to-back, with the 3 straight finals, had no top 75 teammate, and won back-to-back in those finals. So they always make it seem like, oh man, Kobe got, he got smoked in the 2012 finals. If you just won back-to-back finals and beat the teams that LeBron beat, and you had no top 75 player, you beat 3 top 75 players in the second three-peat or two-peat. What are the LeBron fans? What else do they want from this guy if he gets beat in 2012? Even if he gets swept, right? So let's look at this. Let me pull this up real quick. 2012. Oh no, I don't want to go there. What else did Kobe have to gain after that, right? LeBron had no championships up to that point. No championships. So when we look at this, 2012 playoffs, actually, San Antonio had the number 1 seed. Is it? Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah. 2012. San Antonio had the number 1 seed in the West, smoked through Utah 4-0, smoked through the Clippers 4-0, and they end up getting beat by OKC 4-2. And you look at the Lakers, who are running on fumes right now. They just went to 3 straight finals and won back-to-back, beating the teams that beat LeBron. So the Lakers in the first round had to play Denver, beat them 4-3. You could already tell they was on fumes. And they were a number 3 seed, the Lakers were. And then the Lakers play OKC. Am I missing something? Okay. Oh, yeah. I want to go to 2000. We need to go to 2011. I'm tripping. Oh, my God. I knew something was wrong. That's when Kobe got swept in 2011. I'm tripping. So let's go back to this. 2011. The Spurs still were the number 1 seed, but they got smoked in the first round by Memphis. Now, if I would not corrected that, y'all would have been all like, man, this dude don't... So the Spurs, who had the number 1 seed in the West, got smoked by Memphis, who was a number 8 seed. Wow. Imagine LeBron playing in the West like that, right? How many games did Memphis win that year? They won 46. So Memphis plays OKC in the next round. OKC wins 4-3. This is some talent, right? This is some talent over there, right? And then we all know that OKC plays Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. But we look at the Lakers, who was a number 2 seed. They played New Orleans in the first round, beat them 4-2. They end up playing Dallas in the second round. And there we go. Dallas beat the Lakers 4-0. Okay. Okay. What do you got to be ashamed of? You got 5 rings. You just went to the finals 3 times in a row. What's there to be ashamed of? How many teams go to the finals 4 times in a row? Not that many. So let's look at Kobe's stats against the Mavs. And we're going to see what happened. Let me see. So Kobe, in the first game, he had 36 points, 5 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 48% from the field, 44% from 3, 80% from the line, and I think he had 3 turnovers. Game 2, 23 points, 0 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, 0 blocks, 45% from the field, 20% from 3, 80% from the line, and 1 turnover. So 45% in game 2 from the field wouldn't be that bad for Kobe. That's what he always shot back then. And that's what most guards shot back then. You got to remember, this guy is as good as he played the next year, man, these guys are on fumes. I'm trying to tell you, especially when you're going to the finals all those times. And then game 3, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 50% from the field, and 0% from 3. So game 4, the last game, what he had, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 blocks. He shot 38% from the field, and 75% from the line, 1 turnover. So you can't really blame this one on Kobe. Oh no, that ain't what we want. They trying to get all his stats. We want to look at versus the Mavs. I think you gave me the wrong one. So Paul Gasol, what? One second. Okay, here it is. So Paul Gasol versus those same Mavs that swept him. The first game he had 15 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block on 50% from the field, 83% from the free throw line. Second game, 13 points, as you see it on your screen right here. It's going to come on your screen. Second game, 13 points, 10 rebounds, and basically 41% from the field. That's horrible for his position. Third game, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 38% from the field. In the closeout game, game 4, 10 points, 8 rebounds. We had 6 assists, and he was 40% from the field. And he was shooting horrible at the line. First game, 83%. Second game, 50%. Third game, 66%. Last game, 100%. But this was Paul Gasol. That was on him. That wasn't on Kobe Bryant. So let me see if I can pull that back up. The 2011 playoffs. So, of course, now LeBron we all know LeBron's infamous numbers. 2011 final stats for LeBron. Oh, that comes up fast for LeBron. Woo. And we know LeBron in his first game, he had 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. That's not a lot for him. 1 steal, 0 blocks. And he shot 50% from the field, 80% from 3, 100% from the line, 1 turnover. So he came out doing his thing. Second game, he drops off to 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. That's 4 steals, 53% from the field, 28% from 3. And he has 5 turnovers. The next game, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. 0 blocks, 2 steals, 42% from the field, 25% from 3. And he has 3 turnovers. The next game, what'd you have? 8 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, no blocks. What's he shoot? 27% from the field, 31% from 3, and 4 turnovers. Wow. The next game against Dallas, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. He couldn't shoot, but he was controlling the ball a lot. 42% from the field, 50% from the 3. He had 3 turnovers. The closeout game, 21 points, but he had 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 47% from the field, 32% from the line, and he had 6 turnovers. Wow. So that's what LeBron did against the Mavs with his super team. The point of it is, LeBron has never dominated a decade. Just because you go to the finals and you lose, you're not dominating a decade. You're making, at least in the East, you're making that look weak. If you just keep going back again and again, and we know why he went back, because he had the super teams. You ever notice that? These super teams seem to be hurt in the regular season, right? Or in the playoffs, really. But as soon as they got to the finals and they knew they was going to get their weight pushed in, all of a sudden, these guys are hurt. Huh? His team is hurt, right? I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that. I think they knew once they got there, they was going to get their weight pushed in. So they play hurt. Go play hurt, Kevin Love. Go play hurt, Kyrie Irving. And we'll see you next year. We're not going to win this. But we'll be back in the finals because the East is weak. Just like they're telling us right now that LeBron James is going to win a gold medal and he's the leader in the Olympics. It just, this whole thing is just, I told you what it is. It's fake. It's just a comedy, a reality show. It's not even real sports no more. I don't know. Look, people say, oh, if you say it's fake now, it was fake back then. And like angry old Hoops fan said, if it's fake back then, them dudes were some good actors. I'm trying to tell you, they were good actors, and at least they played the role. If it was fake, nobody knew. They must have been A-list actors and sports athletes at the same time because no one knew. But you take a dude who is a career loser and you got the media, the most trusted sports network that we grew up on, ESPN, promoting a loser, and everybody on there is promoting a loser for 22 seasons. And every time he messes up, they put a damn pacifier in his mouth and change his diaper and heat up his bottle and make excuses for the little baby. Right? That's what your parents did when you was little. They made excuses for you when you messed up a lot of times because you were their baby. But at the end of the day, they wanted you to be an adult and take responsibility for your life, right? By learning what you did wrong. And this guy never learned what he did wrong. You built your first super team. You didn't learn from that. When you got your wig pushed in and curb stomped, you went and built another super team, got your wig pushed in and curb stomped. And you try to build a super duper team in LA and got your head kicked in, your wig pushed back and curb stomped. So to me, I've been telling you guys this. I don't care what YouTuber won't tell you this. The NBA is fake. It's been fake for a long time. It's not a real sports league. Go watch Bulls game and watch them call Michael Jordan for palming, carrying, traveling, all this stuff when he was or when he wasn't. That was the rules. Okay? Even if they made a mistake, they was calling for him. If he did do it, they was calling for it. They don't call anybody for these travels and carries today. It's right in front of their face. It's not a real sports league. They don't have the skills like that to be like past players. They got minimal skills. They're on a podcast. They're doing all this stuff, and they're not trying to be the best of all time. They got the media telling you that they're the best of all time and they rival what happened in the past, or they're better, but you don't see it through the eye test. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So what the NBA is doing is hustling their fan base out of money, right? They're always consistently telling you what these guys made. Are they worth it? What? Because they're hustling you out of money. These guys ain't worth the money. They're not doing a quarter of what the guys were doing in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, as far as skill set, as far as the game, as far as practicing, as far as leadership, as far as a damn basketball league that's real. They're not doing none of this. Which again means they're duking their fans out of money. They don't play no defense. This is what the Europeans did back in the day. They didn't play any defense. Not Americans. We play offense and defense. But once you got these lazy guys, like the LeBron era guys, who didn't want to play defense, they went over there to international play and got their wig pushed back. Because those guys were more offensively skilled. And if you don't play any defense on them, you're going to be done real fast. and you come back to the NBA and you look good now because everything is all fixed up for you. They ain't calling it by the rules or nothing. Tell me what you think.